Hi, I'm Dr. Jackie Kickish and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to test for a diastasis recti, also known as an abdominal separation. So quickly, let's go over kind of what is a diastasis before we lie down on the mat and test for it. So basically what it is a separation between the two front six-pack muscles. So while we are pregnant and our belly is growing, we get a natural abdominal separation. However, postpartum, those abdominal muscles do not always go back together. Actually, about 60% of women 6 weeks postpartum still have an abdominal separation. So we are going to be looking for a couple things when we test for this. So number one, we are going to be feeling for, how many finger width gap or separation there is in the linea alba. So the linea alba is the connective tissue that basically connects those two front six-pack muscles. That's where we're going to be taking two of our fingers and we're going to be pressing down all the way along the midline to see if there is any gap or separation. If you can feel at least, a 2-finger width gap, then you want to try and get 3 fingers in there, and so that you can kind of get a measurement of the width. All right, we are also going to be looking at the depth. This is something that a lot of people are not talking about, but it's actually the depth that is more important when you are measuring your diastasis recti, but also your recovery postpartum. And I will go over towards the end of this video why the depth is actually more important and what it means, because that will determine what type of exercises you actually should be focusing on in order to heal your diastasis. So let's go ahead and come down to the mat. We're always going to roll or come down onto our side, and then we're going to roll over onto our back. All right, so what we're going to do now, an abdominal separation can occur, above the belly button, at the belly button, and below the belly button. So we are checking the entire midline here from, right below the breastbone, also known as the sternum, all the way down to the pubic bone, okay? So you're going to take 2 fingers, and my knees are bent up like this, completely relaxed. I'm going to gently lift my head just about an inch or 2 up off the floor. Now, I want to make sure you're not doing a crunch. Again, it is literally just 1 or 2 inches up. You're going to take your 2 fingers and you are going to check all the way along the midline. Okay, so we were in the middle of the 2 six-pack muscles, and we are going to take those fingers and we are going to come all the way down. So you're basically trying to find a separation, a gap. If you feel at least 2 fingers, then you can see, okay, do I have a 3-finger? How many fingers am I able to put into that separation? Now, I also want you to notice how far down you can push into the gap. And we kind of measure that by the lines on your fingers, how many knuckle deep you're able to stick your fingers down in there. Also, I want you to notice if it feels soft and squishy or more firm like a trampoline. If you do find yourself that you have a separation, you really need to notice if it is soft or if it is more firm like a trampoline. We want it to be more firm like a trampoline. Okay, so you're going to go, again, all the way on the midline, above, at the belly button, and below. We're going to roll onto our side and push back up like this. And so why I was telling you to also measure the depth and kind of how that feels, the depth is actually more concerning, because if it is soft and squishy and we can really press our fingers down into that gap, into that separation, that really means that our deep core muscles are not properly firing. So they are not activating, and we really want to get those deep core muscles, specifically our transverse abdominis muscle, firing correctly and stronger before we kind of add in more difficult exercises and work other muscles. So I hope this video helped. Again, make sure you measure the width the depth, and then notice how it feels when you are pressing into that separation. Is it soft and squishy, which is not what we want, unfortunately, or is it more firm like a trampoline? Let me know in the comment section below how you like this video and if you have a diastasis. Also, make sure to like and follow for more great postpartum educational videos and workouts.